Okay, let's take a look.
And violent assault. Paul Pelosi, the husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, brutalized in their San Francisco home. Police say this attack happened overnight after a man broke in. The speaker was here in Washington. Her 82-year-old husband is now in the hospital, expected, the speaker's office says, to make a full recovery. A police briefing is scheduled for later this hour. We will go there live when it happens. At this moment, we're still trying to fill in the big question. What was the motive here? The male suspect is in custody. The FBI still at the Pelosi home in San Francisco. Sources telling CNN that assailant used a hammer.
I can't wait for the Republicans that like very openly fucking agitate for violence against people like Nancy Pelosi to turn around and literally be like, this is somehow still the Democrats' fault. Okay? I know for a fact that they're going to be like, wow, Nancy Pelosi was attacked. Must be her fault. Mike from PA made a good point. If it wasn't California, the dude would have probably used a gun, not a hammer. Gun control works. Oh, 100%.
He was clearly looking for Pelosi herself. Quote, where is Nancy? Where is Nancy?
There are a lot of threads on this guy, okay? David DePape, however you fucking say it. This guy was a real fucking freak, okay? Real online psychopath, all right? I know. We are definitely going to read through it. We're going to look at it. Calm down, okay? Stop fucking sending me the same exact threads that I have up and readily available already. First, we get to the details.
According to the Speaker's office, Mr. Pelosi, and they said, is, quote, expected to make a full recovery and is receiving excellent medical care. So we'll learn more about that. But it's so key to point out about the security detail and the security situation itself, because she travels with U.S. Capitol Police, but it does not extend to the family members themselves. And we have seen through the course of this last couple of years, all this political violence directed towards members of Congress who have had to boost their own security. They're not provided security as well, but they are allowed to spend federal dollars to enhance their security. And that is a new development because of the rise of threats now that we're seeing also against family members themselves.
Oh, Paul Pelosi's attack is a wake-up call for Democrats by Leo Terrell. Okay, are you ready? Here's what they're going to say. They're going to say, this is your fault for defunding the police. If they had funded the police, you would be able to fucking defend, they would have been able to defend Nancy Pelosi's husband. This is your fault for not having a gun. If you had a gun, you would be able to kill the home intruder, not realizing that the home intruder himself would have probably had a gun if having guns were easier to acquire. They're going to say that, like, they're going to probably cast doubt on the guy, and make it seem like he's a leftist or whatever, especially considering that, like, the guy is just like any other fucking psychotic QAnon, groiped up shouty who, like, loves Russia, but also simultaneously like a Jimmy Dore fan, but a Tulsi stan. They will make it seem as though that person is not motivated by, like, the psychotic things that he has seen or has started his ideological journey by, like, getting geared towards like leftist ideals and like having an antagonistic relationship with leftist ideals as a consequence of right-wing media and right-wing psychotic conspiracy theories that Fox News and everyone else has normalized. They're going to say, oh, he's actually a leftist too, by the way. They're going to turn this around and make it seem like it's Nancy Pelosi's fault that Nancy Pelosi's being under fucking fire. And most likely they'll talk about the Supreme Court justice protests and why it was so damaging and not a single fucking Democrat came out against that. And some will say it is a false flag attack and shit like that. You already know it. You already know that's what's going to happen. Yes, I pre-watched it. Yes, I pre-memorized all the fucking talking points. Yes, I am secretly writing agitated propaganda for the Republican side. Yes, I could make millions and millions of dollars if I was a fucking conservative commentator, because I know conservative talking points better than conservatives do, but instead I'm a grifter on the wrong side of the fucking political spectrum for some fucking weird reason, because I'm too stupid. It's wild to me that the one time someone manifests enough rage to fucking do like a political calculated move, it's always like January 6th or fucking hammering Paul Pelosi in the fucking head, and not like people who are infinitely and significantly worse. Obviously, I disavow any kind of violence. I'm just saying that, like, this is at the heart of all the school shootings and all the fucking mass shootings. Like, you have a lot of these like psychopathic people who are hopped up, right? They're just going absolute fucking bananas. They're like, they need an outlet. And then who do they kill? They don't do the Shinzo Abe move. They go and kill their fucking, they go and kill what they consider to be the representative, the power holder in their fucking lives, their teachers or a girl in their fucking classrooms or, you know, their shitty coworkers or whatever, or their fucking family members, like their mom. It's like, it's so frustrating. They're like upset at the systems, but then instead of like, doing something productive with that anger, and I don't mean like literally go and kill a fucking political person. Obviously, I would never say that. They turn around and fucking, unload into people in their immediate vicinity. So, let's get to it. I already told you. I already pre-watched. Here it is. There you go. They're already fucking blaming Nancy Pelosi and the Democratic Party for the fucking attack against her and her husband. Obviously, like, in the most predictable way possible, Fox News, and I just retweeted the fucking Pope hat take on this, which I think is correct. Tonight on Tucker Carlson, Democrat cities are so dangerous that now even the politicians that we've repeatedly called out as baby-raping, blood-drinking demons destroying Americans aren't safe from our very own viewers who want to take matters into their own hands. Who's to say who's at fault here? Well, probably the baby-raping, blood-drinking politicians themselves, of course. Like, it's that is it. That's what's going on. And that's exactly what they're doing. I already told you. I already told you that, like, American politics is just so fucking insane that it is hard to pin down certain people to one specific political ideology because no one has, like, a normal and coherent and consistent political perspective in America. That's why you have, like, the anti-vaxxers who are psychotic Republicans, but also simultaneously say things like, Big Pharma is bad. It's like, bro, what? But you're a Republican. Like, you're what? Big Pharma's bad. That's why I want to make sure that they get deregulated and have tax breaks. More tax cuts for Big Pharma.
In each of these cases, I always see a pattern of conduct. There are always warning signs and flags that are raised along the way, but never acted upon. And we see.
Yeah, he's right. The FBI should start literally door knocking on motherfuckers who have insane posts like this. Except if the FBI did do that, which they don't currently, you would lose your fucking mind because shockingly, a lot of those people that would go to jail immediately for their posting would be right-wingers. Because Republicans literally always fucking say, oh man, these guys, like the FBI knows about them, but they're not doing anything about it. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? What do you mean? You're mad that like people went to jail for like breaking into the fucking Capitol buildings, okay? You're saying the FBI is waging war on white people when like half of those people were also like aligned with the FBI regardless. That's crazy to me that like this guy has the audacity to say, yeah, we got to arrest these dangerous criminals and shit. It's like, bro, yeah. But when they do that, you lose your fucking mind.
See it probably with this guy that took the hammer to the speaker's husband, to a lot of the school shootings that I see. You know, when I was
yeah, again, the consistent thing here is that they're your fans, you fucking dingus. The consistent thing here is that every person that you mentioned is a right-winger. What the fuck? Completely shameless. Even as information emerges that the Paul Pelosi attacker was a deranged MAGA, Fox News trying to blame the assault on mental health and California crime policies. Let's go! I knew it was going to happen. I fucking told you!
Society, as well as the spouse of one of the most prominent politicians in our nation's recent history. And this person isn't protected against being assaulted. What are regular folks there in San Francisco to do?
Well, yeah, and I mean, I will say, too, I mean, it's upsetting because...
Weird thing to celebrate, my man. Bro, I'm brain broken. And for anyone who has the audacity to fucking say that I am not just... Okay, I'm not even going to get into it, actually. You know what? That's fine. We're not even going to talk about it. But I'll just say those same people want to do the same thing to me, okay? So shut the fuck up. I have to live with that every goddamn day. You don't, okay? So yes, no, I've already fucking lost touch with looking at this with a serious tone, because it's something that I have to live with every fucking day of my life.
But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people don't report the crimes that they suffer. And so it really took a backlash against the local media in San Francisco, which is an extremely woke media, for the Chronicle to finally go and do a survey of the public and discover that, yeah, people weren't making this up. People really are suffering very high levels of crime and violence in San Francisco. It's not to say it's not the only city suffering from it, but you've seen this effort to basically de-police, to demonize the police, to reduce consequences for crime.
That's
to
crazy.
Let repeat offenders out.
Yeah, dude, if only they hadn't demonized police, this guy wouldn't have been able to fucking break into Paul Pelosi's house and beat the shit out of him with a fucking hammer. Crazy. It's caused by defunding the police. Yo, the guy is like a don't defund the police guy, though. So how do you fucking square that hole? You know what I mean? How? How do you connect the dots on that one? When the fucking guy is literally, half the time, these dudes are very open, okay, about their political ideas. Like, they will quite literally openly agitate. They'll be like, I'm a Republican. I love Donald Trump. I am doing this illegal thing because I love Donald Trump and I hate the fucking libtard commie Democrats. And you go on Fox News and they're like, well, you know, liberals are at fault here for yet another one of our watchers going out and behaving in a violent way towards the people that we have decided are the most evil motherfuckers on the planet. It's so crazy. Coming soon. It's outrageous that anybody would hold me responsible for this heinous act just because I started a campaign ad firing hundreds of rounds from a machine gun at a photo of Nancy Pelosi. Candidate for U.S. Senate, Blake Masters, former governor of Missouri. This guy's a psycho, though, like on top of everything else. Member of U.S. House of Representatives, speakers of the 2020 National Political Convention, member of U.S. House of Representatives, governor of a state, Kay Ivey.
You know, a lot of folks, you know, and may very well be in this case, given the things that this person was saying, are suffering from psychiatric conditions or from drug addiction, which is often related. And the answer is not always long prison terms, but you do need to have some approach to mental health in our country. We're unlike other countries in that we don't have a single system that allows for proper psychiatric care for people experiencing mental distress. So
it's always so funny because, like, Republicans love getting super fucking woke and super socialist when it's to shift attention away from like the actual root cause of a problem, right? They love talking about like immediately initiating homelessness initiatives to combat homelessness and like, you know, help those people out. When it comes to like shitting on undocumented immigrants, they'll always be like, why are we taking care of undocumented immigrants when homeless veterans are on the streets? But when an actual homeless veteran is on the street, you're like, murder that guy, melt him, melt that guy into fucking biomatter immediately. He's not paying property tax. And it's like in a situation where yet another fucking psychotic MAGA QAnon supporter goes and like tries to kill Nancy Pelosi, okay, and fails. Then it's like, oh, well, what we need to do is immediately have socialized medicine. We should do socialized medicine. We should do universal mental health care for these people. It's like, where did that go? Why did you forget about it tomorrow? Yeah, when Roe v. Wade was overturned, they said literally, we need to focus on maternity leave and support for our mothers. Where did that go? Nowhere. Because it's never serious. It's never actually fucking genuine. They don't give a fuck about that. They're just using it as a way to deflect away for like a 3.5 second moment. The motive is still being determined by the guy who very openly stated his motive to murder Nancy Pelosi with a hammer. Okay? Oh, I wonder what his motive is. Let's take a look at one more. We got one more.
For Nancy Pelosi, as the speaker says somebody broke into her house, brutally attacking her husband, Paul Pelosi.
We don't know if he knew Paul Pelosi, whether he's a complete stranger, but the write-up is that, quote, the motivation is still under investigation. Want to be a little careful on the story. We don't know yet. We don't know how he's going to pull out of it, Leo.
Well, first of all, I hope he has a full recovery, and I think that's the first thing I want to say. And secondly, I believe there's also a suspect in custody. But the bigger problem, Bill, is simply this. Crime does not discriminate. Rich or poor, black or white, city, suburbs, everywhere. It's everywhere. It's the number one issue in this country. And I think what Democrats need to do, this is a wake-up call, because you're talking about San Francisco. Bill, California, San Francisco, LA is the heart and soul of crime. Crime is permitted in this state and in a
Yo, why does he have 3 flag pins, bro? We get it. You dick ride America, okay? The dick riding is crazy right now. Chill, brother. He said crime is legal in California. That is awesome, okay? Crime is permitted, legal, allowed, and people literally hurt you if you don't do crime, actually. That's awesome. Also, this idea that, like, crime capital of America is California is so funny because, like, you know, it's just not true. It's just not true at all. If you look at the places where there's the most crime, it's always red states, okay? Always. The highest rate of crime, highest rate of murder, highest rate of violent crime, highest rate of property theft. All of those fucking places are red states, which, by the way, is caused by poverty. Okay? It's not even the fucking fault of the individuals living in said red states. Okay? It's poverty. Poverty is what causes crime. Those states are also, and you might be shocked to find this out, the poorest fucking states. People literally think it's like, people think New York or Illinois or fucking, or California are dangerous states when they are not in comparison to red states. Red states are significantly more dangerous. People don't understand it. People literally will laugh at you. The average citizen has no way to comprehend this. The average citizen unironically thinks when you look at the per capita violence, the per capita crime numbers, when you look at like violent crime specifically, they literally think Oklahoma is less dangerous than California. That is so wrong. You're just wrong. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut, New Jersey, D.C., states with the highest crime rates are D.C., Alaska, New Mexico, Tennessee, Arkansas. Here are the 10 states with the highest crime rates. New Mexico, Louisiana, Colorado, South Carolina, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Washington, Tennessee, Oregon, Missouri. Look at that. Violent crime rate is Alaska at number 1, New Mexico, Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, South Carolina, South Dakota, Arizona, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, Oklahoma, Alabama, Texas. California comes in right above Delaware, okay? And with the violent crime rate. Doesn't crack the top 10. I think it barely cracks the top 20. All right, anyway. Caitlyn Jenner was on Fox News, and she's getting ripped apart right now because apparently she went above and beyond with the victim blaming. Let's take a look at what she had to say.
Why this home wasn't better protected is kind of beyond me. I mean, in light of the status of he's married to, what, the second person in line for the presidency? Seems like Pelosi needs to reevaluate, and especially her security, especially in a violent city of San Francisco. Soft on crime liberals, politicians running to actually defund the police, release violent criminals, and not enforce our laws when it comes to the criminal justice system is they're also making law enforcement the enemy of the people. And this has to stop. We have an election coming up in a few days. We have to get these people out of office because the crime wave across America affects everyone. It affects the rich, the poor, the powerful, whatever.
Look. Why do people think the crime rate is going up when it has been historically going down? The answer is, when you think about crime, you're not actually thinking about like literal crime, like what just happened. When you think about crime, you're thinking about black and brown people coexisting, okay? You're thinking about poor people existing in front of you, and you're thinking about homeless people existing. That is what people largely think is crime, okay? When they're saying crime is going crazy out here, they just mean like there's more people in front of us, okay? There's more poor people in front of us, in front of our eyes, okay? That's it. And the media is totally galvanizing that, totally fucking exacerbating that. It's about what you see in front of your eyes. That's what it is. Crime is about like the visible aspects of poverty. That's what it is. So you're telling me that in late September, there's been an uptick in crime and it has been climbing since? Is that what happened? Yeah, no, that is not what happened. Mentions of crime, on the other hand, have been beefed up. Why? Because local news and national news is working in unison with the police departments. The narrative is that, oh man, cops, like, it's not even that cops had their funds diminished, because they didn't. We know that they didn't. We know that they only had their funding increase, but they felt bad because we criticized them. And sometimes they openly state that. They literally will openly be like, yeah, cops can't do their jobs because they're out of fear for retribution. And it's insane. Cops have never been defunded. They only had their funding increased, okay, in every city, including Democrat-run cities, okay? Hasan, we need cops. What the fuck? I'm not saying we don't. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. But there is no group of individuals who are so pathetically bad at their fucking jobs, right, that get celebrated for their incompetence regularly and hailed as these fucking heroes when they never act like that. Everyone is always running around acting like cops are these like fucking bad motherfuckers, you know what I mean? That they're just running around and you know, defending babies from burning fires or whatever, from burning fucking buildings, or like jumping in front of stray dicks that are on their way to rape, okay? That's not what's going on. Okay, I don't want to watch any more fucking Fox News coverage on this. I want to get to the guy who did it, okay? It's not a real whodunit situation. The Pelosi attacker was a baby talk friend groiper. For those of you who don't know what any of those words mean, there's a group of people that call themselves like friendly friends, like they're groipers, they're like 4chan poll freaks who talk like little babies. Okay, it's just a very weird incel group. You probably see them sometimes. They call themselves friends, like friend, but FREN. It is the most cringe thing you can think about. This is his blog, as a matter of fact. COVID, the Jubes, Gamergate, Great Reset, Groomer Schools, Guns, Humor, Immigrants, James Lindsay, Jesuits, and Kids. Holocaust Denier, classic. Holohoax, he says. There is no right-wing culture war thing he did not buy into. Suspect in the attack on Paul Pelosi seems to be a fan of seemingly pro-Putin, pro-Assad YouTube conspiracy theorists named Jimmy Dore and anti-Semitic. One of his recent posts says the war in Ukraine will make it easier for Jews to buy up the land. Suspect on October 19th implored Trump to make Tulsi Gabbard his VP nominee. On October 19th, he posted about Kanye West and makes several virulently anti-Semitic posts, including Auschwitz, gas chambers, blaming the Jews for the war in Ukraine, and also urging Trump to run with Tulsi Gabbard. Some posts reference red pill. Is that QAnon accelerating the red pill? And that's what he looks like. Wow. Incredibly unsurprising. Okay. 42 years old. 40 fucking 2 years old. And he was posting saying friend and whammon. Every smug fucking 4chan loser looks like this, bro. Oh my God. For those of you who don't know, here, I'll show you what like the groiper friend kitty talk is like, okay? Oh, here's a fairly tame example for you. Oh, here. Yeah. Why the fuck did this motherfucker follow me? Oh my God. Oh my God. You know this motherfucker is like one of those dudes in my replies like, fuck you, you're gonna die. You know. This is why I was telling you, like, these dudes are fucking a little bit, I mean, it worries me a little bit, okay? Oh, this is copied from a suspended account. Friend talking about alcoholism. Oh, yeah. Sorry, friends. Me haven't been around Twibber latterly. Me ashamed and mad. After 20 plus longo years of alcoholism, me spent the past year and a half in recovery. Me recently fell off the wagon. Looks like in me gonna be so drunk by noon again today. Ugh. Here's some more background on David DePape. DePape. I don't know how you fucking say his last name. He's a suspect accused of attacking Paul Pelosi, the husband of the U.S. Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, with a hammer. Police confirm the suspect's name. DePape is a Berkeley resident. What are DePape's politics, and was he on social media on a blog and website? He was fixated on censorship and made anti-Semitic comments. In one post, he ranted about government attempts to control information, calling for the arrest of journalists from prominent news organizations. He also posted COVID and election conspiracy theories online. Online records give DePape's age at 42. The reason why we have to stress that point is because, you know, when you're a brain-broken Gamergate, Andy, you come across like you're fucking 14 because, like, there is a level of acceptability to be, like, that reactionary at that age because you're so young, right? And maybe you were just, like, influenced, right? This guy's 42. He was, like, 30 plus when Gamergate was happening, bro. On a WordPress blog, the PP ranted about censorship by the elites of ruling class. He also appears to have a website that reads The Jews. 16 hours ago, he posted the headline, Why Colleges Are Becoming Cults. He ranted about motives, writing, the critics are fucking commie gatekeepers. They love the shit movies ever as long as those movies are shit because they were. What? You can read more about the suspect's writings later in the article. Oh, thank God. Some of his posts refer to former President Donald Trump. Either Q is Trump himself or Q is the deep state moles within Trump's inner circle. His website has posts on pedophiles, aliens, COVID, communism, Kanye West, Derek Chauvin, what he called climate hysteria, and more. These guys always existed. This is not new, right? This level of mania has always existed. But now they're more entitled and they have a broader access and they have other also insane motherfuckers just like them telling them that they're right to feel the way that they do. I don't know what else to say about it other than that. I mean, that is what is going on here. Okay. I can't understand one thing. Okay. I need to mention something here. Between us. Okay. How did this guy not like actually overpower an 87-year-old guy? It's kind of wild. Like, big homie went into the fucking house with a goddamn hammer. And he couldn't overpower like an 84-year-old man who was sleeping. Actually, he's really old, so he probably was up at that time. He probably thought like, oh, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him because he's probably sleeping, right? Meanwhile, like, Paul Pelosi is like fucking, he's 87, so of course he's up at 5 a.m. It's basically yet another indication that these guys are just such fucking cringe basement-dwelling losers. Like, he couldn't even fucking overpower like an 87-year-old dude who may or may not have been drunk at the time. You know what I mean? Japan, custom-built Fallout gun and changed the course of a society. America, screaming about Gamergate while you failed to beat the wrong 80-year-old to death with a hammer. It is kind of wild. Felix says, you have to admit it would have been really funny if a guy who's functionally a third grader pulled off a massively historically significant assassination. They have to teach about him in schools for 100 years, and he's like, my favorite thing about movies is soda. Smile. Okay, so the PP was, as far as we know, like fucking anti-Semitic, QAnon conspiracist, loves Donald Trump. None of that has been mentioned yet on the San Francisco Chronicle, okay? Holy fuck. He was a nudist activist. He kept a blog with screeds about the ruling class, right-wing conspiracy theories, and racial slurs. Oh, buried the lead a little bit there, didn't you? The elites ruling class never censored themselves. The PP wrote in a WordPress blog, okay, that he apparently maintained and kept updating. Banner, welcome to Big Brother Censorship Hell. The blog, which lists the PP as an author, is larded with conspiracy theories about elites, including government officials, tech companies, and media outlets who he accuses of censorship. When your only anger towards the elites and corporate media revolves around fucking censorship, that's a red flag. Anyway, the blog is laden with bigoted and derogatory statements against immigrants, people of color, women, LGBTQ people, and Muslims. So strange that he sounds so fucking right-wing for some weird reason, and yet, he probably still is a leftist. Bro, but he follows Jimmy and Tulsi. How is that right-wing? Good one. Good one, chatter. Remember in the beginning of the COVID wave, I told you guys there's like hella fucking crunchy granola ass motherfuckers out there who also behave this way? That there's a lot of crunchy granola motherfuckers out there who are like just as deluded, just as insane as right-wingers are, but then they like kind of usually turn right-wing anyway because they think that it's leftist to do shutdowns and liberals are responsible for the shutdowns. And then because they don't believe in COVID and because they're like anti-vaxxer liberals, they start making this turn into like this further descent into right-wing mania. It could have happened to this guy at a certain point, but it seems like it happened to him before this because he was like a Gamergate guy anyway. Here, Hasanabi with the what the fuck is granola? Crunchy granola liberals are like anti-vaxxer libs that live in like Malibu and shit. Like, yeah, white people dreads, that sort of thing. Like hippies that also are anti-vaxxers and like believe in spirituality and holistic medicine and also think like COVID was fake. But it doesn't seem like this guy radicalized in the COVID phase. He might have radicalized further in the COVID phase, but it does seem like he was a Gamergate guy already. So I think that was probably his first turn away from like being like the hemp guy. He also weighed in on George Floyd, writing, "Let's get into George Floyd before I forget. What's the difference between justice and a lynching? Justice is based upon evidence, while lynchings are based upon optics." He claimed that Floyd was not killed by police officer Derek Chauvin's knee, writing, "The autopsy showed a fatal level of fentanyl in his system." Where have I heard that before? This guy seems like a real leftist, by the way, guys. Oh, my God. That he died of a heart attack consistent with the symptoms he was exhibiting prior to being placed on the ground. I wonder where he was getting all this fucking resentment and animosity and anger and all this information that he thought was like unconditionally true. Also alleged that the 2020 election was stolen. He also posted transphobic images linked to websites claiming COVID-19 vaccinations were deadly. No way.
This alleged perpetrator to be treated the exact same way if he had attacked anybody else, because a lot of people get hit with hammers. A lot of people get attacked. And a lot of the times they're out on bail the next day and it's a simple assault charge. So I don't know why this guy is being treated differently. And he's facing what? Attempted homicide. He's in prison right now. We've seen people assault people all the time randomly with all kinds of weapons, and we see them released the next day. So I don't know.
First of all, that's not true. It's literally assault with a deadly weapon. It's attempted murder. And two, this was an attempted political assassination. There are quite literally different designations for the same type of crime. I mean, what do you not know how the law works? I don't get it.
Why this guy's getting all of a sudden special treatment or different treatment because the victim was so high profile. Remember, if you call on a welfare check, the left wants to send a social worker. What if a social worker had come to this call? You would have had it dead?
That's not a welfare check. Bro, nobody says cops should not come when there's like a break-in happening. It's like the one time where they have to come. Oftentimes, depending on the neighborhood, depending on the zip code and how much money people make in that neighborhood, it takes a long-ass time for them to get there. But of course, Jesse wouldn't know about that because he lives in a fucking nice gated neighborhood.
Husband, and you would have had a dead social worker. That's why you have to have police, and I agree with Tyrus. Police responded right away, and they handled the situation. Thank God the police were there. And remember, the Democrats defunded the police in San Francisco. A big mistake, and they
literally just untrue. Why do people say this? I mean, I know why people say this, but it's just not true. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. It's just not true. That's not true. San Francisco's police budget grew, dude. That's not true. Oh my God, I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing it, dude. Here it is. Police department budget up 4.4% since 2019, despite San Francisco officials making bold promises to defund. That was a lie. That never happened. They never defunded the police. They did not do it in San Francisco. They did not do it anywhere, okay? 90% of Fox News is just lying and seeing what you can fucking get away with. You know what I mean? They're just like, how far can we take this with our lies and how much of it will, our fans believe in? Let's look at the right-wing conspiracies because I'm not done with it. Immediately, one of the things that they did was, despite the fact that this guy straight up fucking was like, I am trying to find Nancy Pelosi and kill Nancy Pelosi, okay? He said it. And he had zip ties with him as well. Apparently, he was trying to kill Nancy Pelosi, right? That was his goal. This guy who has talked about like anti-Semitic conspiracy theories on his blog. He talked about his radicalization on his blog. He talked about how Black Adam was too woke or whatever the fuck. Okay? Sorry, he didn't want to kill her. He wanted to just kneecap her. Regardless. Okay? He's looking for Nancy Pelosi. He openly states it. He's a right-winger. He's a right-wing QAnon believer who is out of his fucking mind. He finds Nancy Pelosi's home address. He goes there. She's not there. Okay? He fails to kill Paul Pelosi, who calls 911, and then cops come in and they basically watch this 42-year-old groiper, which is the saddest thing you can be, literally just 42 years old talking like a baby on the internet with other fucking 42-year-olds. Jesus Christ, what a loser. Anyway, fails to kill 84-year-old Paul Pelosi, okay? Fractures his skull with a hammer. Cops watch this happen. They arrest his ass. And Republicans, conspiracy theorists immediately were like, oh, no, dog, that's not our guy. Nancy Pelosi's husband is gay, actually. The guy basically fucking said everything. He openly stated what his motivation was. He has openly stated his radicalization journey. And it is wild. It is fucking wild that people are still like, nah, don't look at any of the stuff he wrote, actually. That's a psyop. He's actually gay. He was gay with Paul Pelosi. Wait, that's what they're saying? I thought the gay thing was just a joke? No, unironically, a fuckload of people looked at a situation that was super black and white, super clear cut, you know? It's an open and shut case. The easiest one that you can arrive at. He was too stupid to hide his motivations. He just very openly thought he was going to be considered a fucking hero. Now, it wasn't just the regular old right-wingers like Charlie Kirk and whatnot. Elon Musk also used a conspiracy website called the Santa Monica Observer that, you know, anyone with more than 3.5 brain cells would recognize as like a psychotic, non-reputable source of information. And responded to Hillary Clinton stating, you know, there's actually some credible evidence to the whole Paul Pelosi and this guy were gay together idea. Okay? And then everybody owned him immediately because he is now the chief twit, as he's called himself. Okay, here it is. Here. 3 days into his purchase of Twitter, chief twit Elon Musk has already started promoting QAnon-level conspiracy theories. Today, he tried to blame the far-right assassination attempt on Nancy Pelosi and the assault of her husband on a secret gay lover. Here is Hillary Clinton saying the Republican Party and its mouthpieces now regularly spread hate and deranged conspiracy theories. It is shocking, but not surprising. The violence is the result. As citizens, we must hold them accountable for their words and the actions that follow. Elon Musk goes, there's a tiny bit of possibility that there might be more to the story than meets the eye. The story is, this is the article. As SF's gay bars closed at 2 a.m., 2 gay men met in a bar and went home together. Happens all the time, except one of the two men was married to the House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi. I might disappear for telling you the truth. If you do, you'll all know why. If I do, you'll all know why. But here's what really happened this morning in San Francisco. This is the most Facebook article you could arrive at. And this dumb motherfucker who now controls the public town square, Twitter, bought it for $44 billion, literally posted it and kept it up for a while. Okay? And then he got owned, so he quietly deleted it. Then the New York Times wrote an article about it saying Elon Musk in a tweet shares link from site known to publish false news. Some of the news that site had published stated that Hillary Clinton actually died on 9/11. By the way, the website that Elon Musk posted under Hillary Clinton's Twitter is a website that was a Hillary Clinton truther that claims that Hillary Clinton has there's a replacement Hillary Clinton because Hillary Clinton had died on 9/11. So Elon Musk goes, this is fake. I did not tweet a link to the New York Times. Okay? Epically owned. Okay? Epically owned. 634,000 likes. New York Times is epically owned. Okay? He is so funny. So much goofs. So many gaffes. Okay? Epic memes are on fire. Okay? If you want to hear fucking rehashed 9gag memes, unironically, Elon Musk is your go-to one-stop shop. So glad that he paid $44 billion so he could do this epic ownage. Here's more information. I don't know what the hell happened at Nancy Pelosi's house, and I suspect none of us will ever know for sure. This is the worst crop job I've ever seen, by the way. Ted Cruz, holy fuck. Knows how to use the website when it's looking at porn-a-rooney on 9/11. Doesn't know how to use the website when it's cropping a fucking tweet. Like, just screenshot it normal, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. But I do know that trying to paint a hippie nudist from Berkeley as some kind of militant right-winger is absurd and will always be absurd. Dude, being that this is San Francisco, it seems perfectly plausible that some drugged-out nutcase broke into their home. Trying to turn this San Francisco crime story into an indictment of Republicans is what's implausible and ridiculous. The hilarious part about this is that this guy was like a hippie nudist at a time when Donald Trump was voting Democrat. So clearly, you know, people have the capacity to change their minds, right? Like, you can hyper-focus on what he was doing 20 years ago, but let's be real. You're also avoiding straight up looking at what he wrote the day before he tried to assassinate Nancy Pelosi. Hello? He was trying to assassinate Nancy Pelosi. Why would he be a fucking nudist leftist going, I'm angry at immigration, I'm angry at the vaccines, and I'm a leftist that wants to assassinate Nancy Pelosi? What the fuck? How do you not recognize that this whole like blue-haired SJW narrative doesn't work anymore? Because American politics is psychotic, okay? It is a litany of inconsistencies in a sea of contradictions, okay? That's why you hear weirdo Republican QAnon anti-vaxxer motherfuckers go, I hate big corporations. I hate big pharma. Hating big pharma is supposed to be an anti-capitalist and leftist position. That's not the point anymore. These motherfuckers have adopted it. Anyway, so it's wild to avoid that part. Like, it's wild to avoid him actually saying things in the moment. Like, motherfuckers could be like, I am casting my vote for Donald Trump in this mail-in ballot right now. And then after that, I am going to go and do a Republican assassination on Nancy Pelosi. And these dudes will still be like, no, hold on now. One time, he actually stopped someone from saying the N-word in 1987. Classic SJW, dog. Classic open and shut case. We got him, boys. We got him. That's a liberal, dude. All right, let's continue. New details emerge about Paul Pelosi's
Begin with
alleged
horrifying
assailant.
new details about the attack on Paul Pelosi and the alleged plot against House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. So according to authorities, a man accused of breaking into her home and attacking her husband wanted to interrogate Nancy Pelosi, believing she was telling lies. He allegedly told authorities if he didn't like the answers or he thought she was lying, he was prepared to, in his words, break her kneecaps. David DePape now faces multiple charges, including attempted murder. He'll be arraigned later today. Jonathan Vigliotti.
It's always funny when they show his face, bro.
Paul Pelosi told DePape his wife would not be home for several days, according to the newly released criminal complaint. At one point, the speaker's husband was able to go to the bathroom, which is where he called 911. According to the complaint, DePape then told police his plan was to hold Nancy hostage and talk to her. If she told the truth, he would let her go. And if she lied, he was going to break her kneecaps, saying she would then have to be wheeled into Congress, showing other members there were consequences to actions.
Let's hear what Trump had to say, though. As Paul Pelosi reportedly remains in the ICU, Donald Trump spreads baseless conspiracy theories that the attacker is already disputed.
It's weird things going on in that household in the last couple of weeks. Probably you and I are better not talking about it, but it seems was broken from the inside to the out. And, it wasn't a break-in, it was a breakout. I don't know. You hear the same things I do.
Yeah, the 9/11 tape seems to suggest that that he knew the identity of the guy.
Yeah. It's a lot of bad stuff. I'm not a fan of Nancy Pelosi, but what's going on there is very sad.
Yeah, it seems to me there would be security evidence of this. There just seems to be more to this story. Would it be safe to say?
This is, I think, more than the traffic accident, it looks like to me. I think the traffic
dependent on
accident
Republicans or you, sir? I mean, how absurd. Clearly, this was a deranged man. We know that much.
Yeah. The whole thing is crazy. I mean, if there's even a little bit of truth to what's being said, it's crazy. But the window was broken in, and it was strange that the cops were standing there practically from the moment it all took place. So I don't know. You're going to have to explain that to your audience. You're going to have to explain it to everybody, including me, because that one's.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I mean, it's so wild. I wonder how any of this could have happened. Oh, well, I guess we'll never know. It's like, bro, if you're genuinely curious about what happened, you can just look at the information that has come out thus far on the attacker's motivations, the attacker's political ideology, all this shit. It's not truly a mystery. Why are they was the window was broken in? That even true? They saw that photo of plexiglass. There was glass both on the inside of the house and also on the outside of the house. The motherfucker literally said, yeah, I broke in. It's not like this is a secret, okay? But it doesn't matter because these guys are super motivated to make it seem like the official narrative that another one of their fucking weirdo loser friends decided to act out on their violent desires because they're conspiratorial psychopaths with nothing else going on in their lives is too hard to it's too hard a pill to swallow, basically. Okay? That's what this is. They're having a really, really, really hard time justifying the reality because the reality makes them look bad. So they're desperately trying to be like, well, what if they were actually doing a gay orgy and the cops were involved and the plexiglass was broken from the inside? Like, that's it. conservatives don't want to fucking admit it. The conservatives don't want to recognize that their like rhetoric is causing this kind of fucking action. Oh, he's going to talk about how he was like he was a cuck, living with a fucking nudist, and made hemp bracelets or whatever, and claimed that he's a hippie and not a right-winger. He's going to say DePipe was a leftist, and that he's going to say that he's a fucking male prostitute. That's it. That's it. That's like, I can't watch this, dude. I'm going to fucking kiss myself. If I watch this, I'm going to kiss myself. Okay? I know already, but it makes me so mad. He's going to say he's a mentally ill gay guy. Okay? And then he's going to turn it into, and this is how they're using this as any other opportunity they could to fucking, to cast doubt on the right wing. Okay? It's just a waste of fucking time. I can't do it. I don't even want to watch fucking Ben Shapiro's breakdown anymore.